Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this one, I really wanted to quickly show you how dangerous to have a live boot available to your system. Now, I'm in my virtual environment. I have the Oracle VirtualBox over here. I have so many systems here. For example, I say I have a Ubuntu machine. Okay, so if I want to run the Ubuntu machine, it's a standard Ubuntu installation, and it should boot to my Ubuntu machine. Now you can think about this one as a real machine as well, although I'm doing this work in a virtual environment. So if you see the Ubuntu showed up and I am going and logging in as student to this particular virtual machine that I have. Now since I'm not the root, I won't have a lot of permissions, right? So if I open up my terminal, okay, and from that terminal, say for example I want to look at the password hash file, which is the etc password. Okay, now if I hit enter in this one, password file is available to everybody, but what about the shadow file? Okay, so password really is the all the user information, but the password hash, they stored in the etc shadow. Can I access the file? And you see that I have a permission denied. So since I'm not the root user, I do not have permission to view anything. Okay, for example, if I want to go to the cd, maybe the root directory, I can't go there because I do not have the permission. So how do I do that? Okay, here is one danger. So let me go to the virtual machine, and what I'll do, I'm gonna just first power up the machine. Okay, go to the setting. From the setting, what I'll do, I'll go to the storage, and I'm gonna attach a live disk. Like if you're working on a real hardware, you'll just take the either a USB or a CD, and you just put it in there, okay, in your system, and then you will live boot. Okay, that is all you need to do. So what we're gonna do here, we are going to find, say, a Kali Linux machine. I can choose really any of them. I'm just gonna use a Kali Linux ISO and choose. So you see the Kali Linux ISO is right there, and I'm gonna click on it. I like to also select the live CD DVD option from there and hit OK. Okay, now let's start the machine, and that's all I did. Okay, now I'm restarting the machine and see what happens. Oh my god, there is no Ubuntu that showed up this time. And now I don't even have to install anything. The live option that I have, I can hit enter, and it is letting me log in with a completely different operating system. Okay, that's the Kali Linux, and I am going to have access to your hard drive, and I can do anything I want. So all the permission bits, everything, all the protection that you have, now it is gone. How? Now if you go there and just open up, say, a folder and files, and click on the other locations. Okay, so what's happening, this 4.2, this is the root is for the Kali Linux. So this is really everything that is stored from the live ISO file. But if you see this 53 gigabit volume, this one is everything from the Ubuntu machine. Okay, for example, if I go to home, I should see a student user that we had, right? Now if I go to the here to our etc folder, let's see, etc folder. Now let's see if I can read my password file there. Okay, it's opening up. Okay, another way to get there would be you come over here, and since in this machine you are root, you can pretty much do anything. So again, you need to go while this is coming up. Okay, it's taking a little bit of time. So the place I needed to go, okay, again it's dash dev is da5. Okay, so I can also do dash dev then SDA file. It's not showing up from here. CD DVD. So I'll just do a mount here. Mount is showing you show much. Well, let's just come out and finish it from here, then we'll go back there. So make sure that is available. Go to etc file, and here let's try to see the shadow file and see if we have access. So I'm going down, 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 down. Should be here somewhere. Shadow file. Now click on this one. Oh my god, I have access to the shadow file. And let's see if I can find our student user. Student user. Yeah, there we go. So that is my student user right there with the hash. So this is the problem that I have. So now all I did, I installed a new machine, a new Kali Linux, and now I can get to everything I want to. So this is a huge risk. So there is a reason that you should always make sure that your USB or live port is denied by default. Okay, you cannot attach anything that is outside, at least that is not approved by your organization. Okay, this is useful in some cases. If you completely forgot or messed up your system, you go in there and fix it. You can definitely do this, but it can also be a huge security risk. So use it with caution. All right, Brian. So we have seen that we can directly go to the files and folders and easily access these files. If you want to do that from command line, you actually have to mount that disk from the Ubuntu machine to your Kali kernel. So what you need to do, let's run the fdisk command in here. So fdisk, and make this maybe a little bit bigger, disk dash L, and that one should list all the disks that are attached to my system. So this is the one that I need to mount. So you need to create a mount point. So let's create a directory mkdir, uh, say, mount Ubuntu. Okay, that's what I want to create, and then you can run your mount command, mount, and you want to mount your dev sda5 to your mount Ubuntu directory. So now if you run this command, we should have a new mount Ubuntu. So here you can go to the mount Ubuntu directory, do a ls on it. Now you have access to the Ubuntu system that is actually installed here, right, in this virtual machine. So you're doing all of that from the Kali live cd, right? So from here you can go to the etc and password file, or just go to the shadow one. I don't see that. Where is my etc here? So yeah, there's the etc, and do a cat on shadow, and look at that, same thing. Okay, if I'm looking for my student, so let's just do, and then grep for the user student, and look at that. So that's the password hash that we have. So what I'm trying to show you here, that if you log in as, say, a regular user in an Ubuntu system, you do not have any kind of permission, any root access. But as soon as you have enabled the live cd and you're booting from the live cd, you have root access. Think about the security impact, considerations that with this configuration. So think about a system, and see that if live boot is actually required. If not, disable your USB ports, disable your CD drive to read from a live CD environment. Okay, if that make any sense. Well, that's all I wanted to show you, that you can use it to do good stuff. Like if you completely forgot some password and you completely forgot the root password, you can go in and do something, you know create another user, another root user, change password, things like that, for your own benefit. But I can also use this technique to cause a lot of harm to your system as well, if I want to. Okay, hope this one was useful. If you like this video, give me a like, and have a good day.